What is dangerous to forget? Which pedal is the go pedal and which is the stop? I did this and ruined my parents' car and garage. That the gun is loaded. Yeah, forgetting can end up being a real travesty. To switch off your camera and go on mute if you are going to jack off in a Zoom work meeting. Sad face. Is this comment based on a true story? Yes, sir. Our username kinda checks out. When the warning label on something reads *inflammable*, it means that it's highly flammable. It will burn easily, not otherwise. Flammable and inflammable are synonyms. This is a primary example of the stupidity of the English language. That you had something in the oven or the toaster. My sister once said to me, "Can you check the bread I put in the toaster?" When I opened the kitchen door, the smoke was so intense, I couldn't see more a couple of feet. Turns out, she put bread in the defective toaster some 20 minutes before asking me. It only took 2 hours to get rid of the smoke and a mere 2 weeks to get rid of the smell. Yeah, but how was the bread? It was toast. Nuclear launch codes. In the 50s to 80s, the code was 0000. So basically a 10-year-old kid launched nukes if he got into a military base? That's too stupid. Of course the government set codes. But the men actually in charge of launching believed that if there was ever an attack, a counterattack had to be launched as soon as possible, and inputting code would waste time. So they set it to 0. Installing a carbon monoxide detector. That these olives are not pitted. Oh god, I have capped teeth and this made me shudder. Your girlfriend's birthday. No problem if no GF. Which happens if you forget her birthday. So I guess the problem resolves itself. Cleaning out your dryer vents regularly. If they become completely blocked, it can lead to a house fire. That history repeats itself. Wait, didn't I just hear that? That history always repeats itself. Your parachute. You don't need a parachute to skydive, you just need a parachute to skydive twice. That you're driving and not daydreaming on the sofa. Oh shit, just ran over Steve. Sorry Steve. It's fine, it's only a flesh wound. To turn up the heater in summer. Unless you want to boil alive, in which case perfect plan. How to breathe. I once forgot how to breathe. It was horrible, but it was a breathtaking experience. Gasp. That you're driving. That everyone, no matter the color of their skin, is a person and has rights. No matter the color of their skin, their religion, sexuality, gender, socioeconomic standing, physical ability, age. Do not put water on a grease fire. Asterisk. Do not put water on a grease fire. Asterisk. It will make the fire grow. If you have a grease fire, place a metal lid or flat pan over the source of the fire to deprive it of oxygen. Turn off the heat source. If you can't do a lid, pour baking soda on it. What the powerhouse of the cell is. mitochondria. Your wedding anniversary. My birthday. My birthday. Cake day asterisk. Come on bro. That Epstein did not kill himself, and there's a ring of pedophiles and rapists, among which are people at the highest level. Also, police brutality and the systematic oppression. But there are real people behind the Reddit usernames. Greater than. Oof. It's been a while since I virtue signaled this hard. Less than. That you have nudes ~on of your ex on that hard drive you just lent to your GF. Edit. Of. Not on. On makes it sounds like you're about to revenge porn her. Holocaust, one if not the most terrible thing in the last 200 years, and people are playing it down. Speaking of it as if nothing happened. History. What you are allergic to. The face of your father. That never ends well. Stairs and gunslinger. The new toilet paper roll when you go for a shit in your house, alone. Karen's birthday. That you're not wearing the pants with the keys but went to the store in your joggers for like once in your life. Because you were hungover. Because then when you get back and stand outside your door like a proper fool, you realize that your phone is still in your apartment as well. Not that it would matter too much, since your flatmate would sleep through a civil war and probably won't wake up for hours, that it's possible to die the next minute, that the handle of the frying pan you stuck in the oven will be violently hot if you don't use an oven mitt to pull it out, or if you forget the handle is still hot after pulling the pan out and walking away for 10 minutes. To turn off gas stove. When you're at a party getting drunk and having fun, always remember to don't drink and drive. Keeping good dental hygiene really bites you later on if you're not careful. How recent civil rights and full suffrage are. This summer is the centennial of the ratification of the 19th Amendment, and people born when the Civil Rights Act was passed, 1964, aren't even old enough to retire. We can't take these things for granted. Don't save in-game smiley face. The Holocaust. Dying forgetting to delete browser history. Just a minute, I'm coming back from the dead to delete my browser history. Forgetting you're in drive instead of reverse. Forget what? If I could give you gold I would. Name of love making in progress partner. That you're not immune to propaganda. Breathing. Mute and turn off the camera when you are done interviewing. Your limits. Your phone password. That racism is still an issue. It takes a surprisingly small amount of electric current to kill a person. Love is conditional, only if you come from a family of JWs. To breathe. I was going to comment the same thing. Your address. Your mask. Look both ways before crossing the street. Splat! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. How to count the economic downfall will weird to watch. Kim Jong-un's name when you were in North Korea. That you had a duel with someone on Minecraft that would end a 2603 Minecraft Day war between 240 man factions. Alzheimer's awareness. My mother's birthday. How to breathe. Taking important medication. Breathing. Thinking. The Holocaust. A corrupt government. If you value your life, never forget, damn it, I knew it a minute ago. To double check before zipping up your pants. That anti-vaxxers exist. A towel. Never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line. How to breathe. Gasoline is never a good fire starter. Why not? That you are not entitled to safety provided by anyone but yourself. The codes for the internal emergency line of the factory. I work at a place that needs special equipment to put out the fires that could potentially happen. There. You can, put it out with water. Or you would kill everyone in the room. Luckily we have our own fire department on the premise. Problem is, if ever their number became mandatory to be on speed dial on every phone in the company, you had to dial the fire department and ASKT them to contact them, or you had to dial a 10 number. Long number. And nobody could remember it on the fly. Because it never happened that often, and it's kinda hard to think straight due to the gases in fumes that the fire is spreading. What was it again? What did I wanna say? Breathing. That looting is not acceptable behavior. Your girlfriend's birthday. I don't know if it's universal but didn't go well for me. Whether or not you took your meds for the day. Under the right circumstances, electricity can kill you instantly. And unless you're an electrician, you probably don't know what the right circumstances are. That they're a person too. A lovely quote from Asterisk, the providence of fire. Asterisk, bakers have flour, fishermen have nets, and leaders have lies. That the beautiful wild animal is still a wild animal. Don't pet the bison in Yellowstone. About Dre the Alamo, the 5th of September, the face of your father. That the United States has many things that make it a great country, but none of them should be taken for granted, because those same things can turn against us if we believe they are a given. Her name in the morning. History. Your toddler at a national park. Timmy lives with the wolves now. Should identify as a toddler, it would. Your medications. That putting a croissant in the microwave for 20 minutes has a different effect than it being in an oven for 20 minutes. I like how specific this one is. Black smoke everywhere. I'm ashamed to say I've done this twice. By accident. But still. No fun coming out of the shower only second before everything goes up in flames. Close calls. that the stove stays hot after you turn it off. How to breathe. Your cake day winking face. The game. Just lost it, thanks a lot buddy. It's been many years, skeptical smiley face. Your so's name at the wedding. To move the leg off the neck. How long those kids have been at the basement. Don't invade Russia in the winter. Epstein didn't kill himself. Your phone. Danger things. Turning off the stove. A dead sibling, then they think you didn't like them. Mother's Day. Online scams. How to breathe. Breathing. Your allergies. Your anniversary. How to breath. Your anniversary OMG. If you've forgotten, then it's probably not important. How to breath. Your wife's name. To turn off the gas. To breathe. Now I could say that breathing and blinking and shitting are dangerous to forget for obvious reasons, but what would really be dangerous to forget is that the world is controlled by the 1%, which then report to the cloud reptiles for guidance, basically making this world a feudal system controlled by cloud reptiles. Now that would be a doozy to forget. Your girlfriend's name and her birthday. Adapter during a holiday. You turned on the stove. Fuel. Girlfriend's birthday. I would just say to breathe. That we're still in a global pandemic and probably shouldn't go outside to riot or loot cities. Road rules. If you're in a dream or not. Anniversaries. Leaving an oven on. History. If you forget which side of the road you have to drive on. How horrible war is. Your seatbelt. Breathing. How to breathe. How to land. Your child in the car when it's 40 degrees in the shade. How to breathe. People are extremely unreliable. Their age. When to sleep. Looking both ways. Forgetting to pull out. Don't fuck around with live wires. History. The current events in the USA. Breathing. Speaking from experience. Your wedding anniversary. Breathing. History. Your anniversary. How to breath. What day your cake day is. What happens when nationalism goes too far? A before or up you go. With a cutting, welding kit. Turn on acetylene and light it before cranking up oxygen. Do that in reverse order and boom monsieur. Anything that your wife told you. All it takes for evil to succeed is for good people to do nothing. To mask your leakage. When you pick up a firearm, there is a chance that you can die. Even if you are absolutely sure the gun is unloaded. Don't do stupid stuff with it. How to breath. Your girlfriend's birthday. Your social security number. Watch the time and air pressure if you are scuba diving. History. How to eat and drink. Your child in a supermarket. History. Your mistakes. Forgetting to put the car in park. How to breathe. I have no idea how to breathe. Hope someone gets that reference. Your child in the car seat. How to drive your car. That blacks are people too. How to put on a condom. Your wife, girlfriend's anniversary. The internet is an inaccurate reflection of the real world. That you are just pretending that your crush likes you. That you don't salute in the field so as not to attract snipers. And you do tip thine fedora to a milady, for which wooing is of primary importance. If you get those mixed up, you'll end up with a dead officer on one hand, and a scowl most foul from whom you intended to demonstrate how gentle a sir can be. Dead officer. No milady. Double whammy. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. To breathe. That you can vote and really choose the right leader for your country. After you backed up in your car and try to go forward. Lol, I did that on accident. But I didn't back up first. My BF and I drove to his mom's house and it was dark and late and I was tired and she had a gate. So he closed the gate. And I put the car in reverse so that way he had some extra light to see when locking it. Once he got in, well, I kinda forgot the reverse AMD full on pressed the gas pedal. Oh, also we were on a hill so I pressed hard on the gas to try AMD get up the hill. Only I was going back and didn't know what was happening and ran into the gate. Not much damage though, thank goodness, but I always check RAVM and drive even if I never move the shift. The reason you hate some people. Happened to me too many times. I was like, why do I not like my parents? Maybe I should reach out. Parents. Asterisk proceed to hit me with every object in the room. That, of course. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.